They don't shout, they don't slam doors, they just pause, and somehow that pause becomes a prisoner sigh, a sentence that never ends because it doesn't need to. Suddenly you feel it, a tightness in your chest, like you've done something terribly wrong. Not because you yelled, not because you lied, just because you said no. That's how guilt works, not as an attack, but as a whisper. A silence so loud it convinces you that you've hurt someone just by having boundaries. Because you're the reliable one, the strong one, the helper, the one who never says no. They call it kindness, but what they really mean is, you're easy to take from. You're the one they call when things fall apart, the one who sacrifices sleep, peace and time so they don't have to. And at first it felt good to be needed, to be the reason someone else could keep going. But now every time you see their name on your phone, your stomach drops. You already know. It's not a check-in, it's a withdrawal. And when you finally gather the courage to say, not this time, they don't explode. They get quiet. They act disappointed, wounded. And somehow that hurts more, because now you're not just someone with limits. You're selfish. You're cruel. You've let them down. You're the villain. In a story they wrote using your empathy as ink. But here's the thing, no one told you. Compassion without boundaries isn't kindness. It's self-destruction. Arthur Schopenhauer, he said, compassion becomes cruelty when it lacks boundaries. Nietzsche called it slave morality, where suffering is seen as virtue and strength is seen as sin. And Hannah Arendt, she warned that most evil comes not from monsters, but from people who never decide if they're good or bad. They don't always mean to control you, they just believe they're entitled to you. And you've been taught that love means sacrifice, that saying yes is holy, and saying no is betrayal. So you keep showing up, until one day your body stops before your mind does, and in the silence that follows, you feel something strange. Peace. Not relief from their approval, but relief from your own self-abandonment. You were afraid to lose the version of you they liked best, the one who gave and never asked for anything back. But now you know better. Boundaries don't ruin relationships. They reveal them, because when you stop being useful, some people disappear. And that isn't cruelty. That's clarity. You weren't born to be convenient. You were born to be real. And real people have limits. Real people say no. Real people don't bleed just to keep the peace. One day you'll say no, and you won't explain it. You'll feel that guilt try to creep back in, like a ghost of your old self. But you won't feed it. You'll let it pass. And you'll feel something return. Because now you know. You were never hard to love. You were just easy to use. Not anymore.